How's everybody doing tonight? This is the Higher Frequency, and I'm your host, Mike Booth. And tonight, I got a little bit of a weird story to go with. We have been covering a lot of different conspiracy theories, and this one is no different. It is a conspiracy theory, but it's one that's close to my heart because I have been recently bitten by a tick. And it has been pretty scary, to say the least. The last couple of days, I felt awful. I mean, I laid in bed, shook, sweated, felt sick, couldn't really eat. Went to the doctor, and they gave me a test for tick bite. And I have been doing a lot of research since I went to the doctor. I have come back all clean, no Lyme disease, but I have been a small amount of what they call spotted Rocky Mountain fever, and that is scaring my doctor, which is also scaring me. Hopefully, the worst of it is past. If not, I will be doing another video about this, talking about what has been going on with me and what has happened so far. It is an awful feeling. It does not feel good. You are sick, you sweat. There's a lot of different symptoms. You can have a rash. You can get swollen joints, stiffness in the neck, shoulders, arms, extremities. It is scary stuff. And in my research, since I have been looking this up, I have found that there is some weird and interesting stories with this. Apparently, let me go over some of the weird things about this. All right. In the 60s, late 60s, early 70s, there was a military base, and it was called Plum Island. And Plum Island was a research facility that did animal testing, and it basically did infectious testing on mice, rats, animals, insects. And there was a doctor who started going over what had happened as these outbreaks started to happen for these three different diseases that are pretty bad. And some of these were killing between 4 and 5 people. Like out of 5 people having this disease, 4 people would die. So there's some scary stuff here. I'm not feeling great. I'm posting this more as a warning because I don't know what's going to happen, and I would like to be informative, to somebody if they come across this, that they'll know what to do. First and foremost, if you've been bitten by a tick, don't wait. Go to your doctor and let them know that you've been bit. Second off, do not feel ashamed if you've been bit, because each tick can have between 6,000 and 8,000 babies. Yes, you heard that right. At the end of their cycles, they can have between 6,000 and 8,000 babies. So yeah, the main fighter of this is surprisingly the possum. The opossum is one of the main devourers of ticks. They do not like ticks, and they will eat as many as they can. So please do not kill the opossum. It is a great creature, and it does serve a massive purpose. Like I said, ticks spread between 6,000 and 8,000 babies. That is insane. So chances are, when you're out cutting your grass this year, and they are getting worse because we did not have a very cold winter that did not kill them off. So if they did not die off by the winter, they are worse during the summer. So do remember this. These ticks are awful. And a single bite can give you the bacteria. And just so you know, the earlier you catch this, the better your chances are for it being treated. So it is the three diseases are Lyme arthritis, commonly known as Lyme disease, rickettsia. Am I saying that right? Rickettsia is the other one. Ricket is how they pronounce it. I don't. It's a weird one, but that's the one that they call Rocky Mountain fever, and it is probably one of the most fatal. And if it's combined with what is called bodagia, which is a bovine, it's found in a lot of beef products. If those two are mixed together, that's the one that can be absolutely, if 5 people have it, 4 of the 5 people will pass away. It's that bad. I don't know about any of this. All I know is that for a couple days, I felt awful. I could not walk. I mean, my legs hurt. They swelled up. I didn't have a rash. Not like that. Not like it shows. It shows that there's a spotted rash that goes from place to place from the bite. I didn't have that. And some people don't. So don't count that out, and make sure that you go to a doctor and get checked out. The way that the doctor will tell you, they'll say that they're going to treat it as if you had any of these 3 diseases automatically. So it doesn't matter if you have them or don't, they're going to treat you the same way. And they're going to give you antibiotics, which are taken for between 6 to 8 days. But they say 2 to 3 weeks just to make sure. And that is an antibiotic called dioxycycline. So make sure that if you've been bit by a tick, you don't wait. You go to the doctor and you make sure that you get a checkup. The faster that you can get this checked up, the faster you can start feeling better. You don't want to be one of these people who can't eat meat, or there's other things where it can take years sometimes for some people. And I'm praying that I don't have the one that takes for years to make me feel better. The conspiracy part of this, where I was going with, is that I've never been bit by a tick before. And I find it funny that as soon as I start, going over conspiracy theories, I get bit by 3, which is, it's kind of interesting, to say the least. But, here we are. We're dealing with what is. I do my research on it, and come to find out, these ticks may have been, this is the ta-da moment, these ticks may have been bioengineered by our own government right outside of a place called Plum Island. And that is right off of Connecticut. The first signs of this started happening to a woman named Polly Murray. She was the first to really address what happened. There was a man named Willie Bergdorfer, which is an interesting name to say the least. He is one of the main people who addresses ticks and what they are about. They are a subspecies of spider. So a tick is not a normal creature by any means. It is sneaky. It is just ravenous, and they will attack, and they can spread diseases. So this is what they call a tick-borne pathogen. So I repeat, and I will say this one final time, and I will wrap this up because this is just a quick public announcement. If you have been bitten by a tick this year, do not wait. Go get checked out. The faster you get checked out, the faster you will start to feel better. It is not spreadable outside of yourself. It is spread by tick bites. So if you've been out cutting your grass, chances are, if you've been bit, you could be bit by one of these ones. There is different types of ticks, and You don't always have to feel scared, but I want you to know the importance of this, that they can be fatal. People can die from a tick bite. So be careful out there. This is one of those, there is a cure for it, which is dioxycycline, which is an antibiotic. Make sure that you are wearing proper clothing when you're cutting your grass, like long sleeves, whatever, to stop, tick from getting onto you. If you can, some people have posted wearing tape around the entrances to where your clothing lets anything in. You want to wear tape around those spots, right at the bottom of your pants, right at the top of your shirts, right around your collars, if you want to, for extra protection. This can capture the ticks if they try to get onto you. Like I said, this can happen to anybody. So if your kids are out in the grass playing around and you find a tick bite on them, this is imperative that you send them to a doctor to get them checked out, because that tick bite can be fatal. People can die from this, especially from a child's point of view. They're smaller. They don't have quite the healing factor that a normal adult would have. So definitely get them checked out. If you or somebody you love gets bit, this is your warning. I'm letting you know. But this is the interesting part of, I guess we could say, warfare with this. I mean, these people built a monstrous tick that can pass off a genetic disease, and they let it loose, and it's hurting its own people. So this is like the type of stuff that nightmares are made out of. I mean, this is a movie. You could have made this into a film, and this would be a horror film for easy. Again, let's hope that this isn't what it is, and let's hope that I'm not dying here, and that maybe I'll be able to continue sharing these videos with you guys, and hopefully I can reach a few of you, and maybe I spread the word on awareness that you can be you can treat it quick enough, and you could be okay. So dioxycycline, make sure you're going to a doctor. Make sure that you are not waiting. Waiting is what can get you killed. So this is the Higher Frequency. I'm your host, Mike Booth. With that, I think we're going to wrap this up. Make sure that you take heed to this. Spread the message. This is a quick video. Please send it out to all your friends and your family, and warn them, if you know somebody that's been bit by a tick, you get them to the doctor. All right. With that, I'm out. Peace.